Greetings, this is Scholar Saunders Singh. What's current? Now, the question is, did Kendrick Lamar know about the TDE alleged sexual assault and just assault behaviors that were going on with the president, Anthony Moosa Tiffith Jr.? Two women have come forward, one named Jane Doe, the other Jane Roe. They're trying to hide their identities, probably for good reason. Yeah, so what happened with Kendrick Lamar? He's got the A minor and he's got all these different things against Drake, but his former label is now having, issues, and he may have been on the label during this time period that these sexual assaults and allegations occurred. That's my question. Did he have any knowledge of it? What did he know? What did he see? What did he hear? What was on his plate? What was on his mind? That's what I want to wish to find out. With he be on still under the umbrella of UMG, Universal Music Group. He still has probably some kind of ties to TDE, some way, some shape or form. I would imagine. These are pretty serious crimes. It says that Jane Doe alleges that TDE did not honor a contract between her and Moosa to pay her for her professional services. The other accuser, referred to as Jane Roe, alleges the multiple label employees sexually harassed and assaulted her while on their, that's the word of it, harass and assault, sexual harassment, while on their property and under their supervision. She specifically accused one employee, David Harrell, of giving her spiked alcohol when she was underage in order to sexually exploit and take advantage of her. So this is all coming out. Salute to you, Bumbleclot. I see you. You're day one. If nobody else is in here, it's either you or Wizard or even quote-unquote Andretti, even Mr. Rick James. So I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. I need as many viewers as possible. Let's get up to at least 600,000 viewers in here right now. Let's get up to 1 million. Let's get up to 6 million viewers right now. But anyway, yeah. So this is serious. I wonder what Kendrick Lamar has to say. This is his former label. I think Schoolboy Q is still on it. J Rock is still on it. SZA, I think, is still on it. He's the only one that jumped ship. He must have seen something. Allegedly, he might have known something. TD Diddy, that's funny. Bumbleclot, you're a mess. TD Diddy. But yeah, so that's the reality of all this. That's the truth. That's just has to go down. We have to pick apart this whole scenario, because Kendrick Lamar is making super allegations against Drake, Drizzy, for harassment and allegations of grooming and dealing with minors in inappropriate ways. It's like, what is the deal? What is the truth? There he is, Texas. It's another day one. Texas, go back to Jesus. I know. Never going back to Jesus. Never. That's Joe Osteen. I call my gun Joe Osteen because it make you see Jesus. Anybody remember that? That's Roy Wood Jr. Make me go to the trunk, get that act right. I call it TDJs because it bring you closer to Jesus. I'm giggling. I can giggle on my own show. I'll giggle. I don't care. But I appreciate you for tuning in. I'm just doing another experiment with StreamYard. Excuse me. No one wants to say Streamlab. StreamYard. But it's going pretty well so far. I got 3 people in here. It's not a party yet. Party is at least 10 people. It's double digits. Drake is on tape kissing a 17-year-old girl at one of his concerts. Wow. I didn't see that tape. You gotta send that to me in an email or text message or something. I'll give you my number or something. That's crazy. Wow. What year is that from? I mean, it doesn't matter what year, really, but I just want to know if it's recent. If it's recent enough. It doesn't really matter what year, but I just want to know if he was at least close to the age of 17. I don't know. He wasn't. He didn't break into the industry until he was like 23 or something, 24. But yeah. So I just want to know, what does Kendrick Lamar know about the harassments and the sexual assaults at TDE? It's a whole mess right now. This is the part of the hip hop Me Too movement. It also says that she higher ups at Dawg Entertainment allegedly ignored these incidents and when they became aware of them, which is why the legal team bringing forth the lawsuit is alleging a culture of hostility and complacency when it comes to these issues. This is serious. This is some serious mess. 2019. Okay, I'm sorry, 2010. Okay, he was 23. Yeah. Like I said, it doesn't matter what year, because he came in the league, he came in the game when he was 23 years old. She's not 18 yet at that point, wherever she's this alleged Tiffith. I've never seen it, so I can't say it's actual, but I'm not denying you. Kendrick, Ack Assassin says Kendrick and SZA conveniently left the top diddler. Yeah, they both did, didn't they? I thought SZA was still on there, but Schoolboy Q, J Rock, and didn't was Absol ever a part of TDE? Wasn't he a part of TDE? I know he's a part of Black Hippie. I'm gonna look that up. Absol. I'm looking it up right now. Whether Absol was on TDE. He was. Okay, he was. Okay. And what happened to him? Is he on? And let's see. Street beating Top Dog. He's still on Top Dog. He's still on Dawg Entertainment. So what can I say? This Tiffith guy, who does he have a nickname? This Tiffith Jr. What's his name? Anthony Moosa, that's his nickname, Moosa. Anthony Moosa Tiffith Jr. Moosa. Okay, we got a link. I can't click on it. I don't know why. You have wait a minute. Hold on. That's the link. I'm highlighting that in the section. Send it to me in an X or a go on my Facebook. Add me as a friend. My name is Skylar Saunders, as you can see. 6 people in here. I'm not mad. I'm not really mad. I'm not that mad. I don't know how they measure likes though. Do they measure likes? Can you see the likes? I can only see viewers. Got you. Thank you, Texas. I'll take that out. But yeah, so SZA, Kendrick Lamar, they said, wait a minute, something's going on here. It's about to blow. Something's pause. Something's about to go down. Pause. Don't mean I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but I'm just the insanity. It's like you have to laugh to keep from crying. It really is sad. It's really sad. It really is sad. So, Assassin, if you haven't subscribed yet, there's my subscription information. Bubble Clock says SZA music is boring. I like her. I like her voice. I like her. When she's in the pocket, when she's in that like area of where the voice and the melody go. I like that. They got their stadium tour coming up. Ack Assassin, have you subscribed to this channel? Make sure you subscribe to this channel. YouTube.com/@SkySaunders. Make sure you do that. What's the Gmail? SKYLERSAUNDERS@gmail.com. Thank you very much, Ack. Respect, salute. And make sure you tell other people to subscribe too if my work is good enough. If you don't think it's good enough, you think, that nigga's trash, don't do it. But I appreciate you for subscribing. And if you do, if you have it, to do something, tell other people about me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like your name, Ack Assassin. That's pretty catchy, especially with in light of what's going on in the world right now. But yeah, so they skated. They skated. They're like, you know what? Y'all acting real funny style. No thanks. I'm good. It's been real. Thanks a lot, but no thanks a lot. Like, we're not really here to do that. That's not really what we came in the game for. And it's just, I mean, Kendrick Lamar would be very wise. He would be very smart. Cause and who is fueling this? Is Drake like fueling this? Like dry fuel? Bumbleclaw says, put the little boy and Henny down, okay? You under arrest. It's funny, but it's not funny. I understand what you're saying. You're talking about Ack. I understand. Thanks, bro. I mean, I've been Ack Assassin for over 30 years. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you're the academics assassin. Okay. Got you. Salute. But yeah, so Kendrick got it because you imagine if Kendrick was still on TDE and then that's like big. That's Drake going like this. Oh, he can't come at me for the SA or the R or the H stuff. He can't come at me with that. His whole record label was going under. But Kendrick might saw something. He's like, oh, y'all shouldn't be, or he heard something. You shouldn't call her that. That's libel. That's defamation. That's not. These aren't part of the suit, but I'm just saying what he might have heard. Like that. That's not part of the game. I'm not feeling that. I'm not. I'm here. Sister, come on, let's get out of here, girl. Like, I'm just imagining if he had stayed with TDE, and the reason. What was his reason for leaving? Does anybody know? Why did Kendrick Lamar leave TDE? Why did he leave? I'm looking it up right now. Kendrick Lamar left Dawg Entertainment (TDE) in 2022. This is when the height of all these allegations were flying. To focus on his new company, PG Lang. He felt he no longer needed the same level of support from the label that signed him at age 16. Furthermore, Lamar's final projects for TDE were Morale and the Big Steppers, which was a masterpiece, a monumental work. He has masterpieces, okay? He has real big masterpieces. To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, Damn, the Morale and the Big Steppers. Lesser classics like what is it, GNX, something like that. He broke rap streaming records with Euphoria and Not Like Us, but he did that without TDE. Lamar's departure marked the end of TDE's 18-year transformation from a small record label to a rap empire. So he was the head. He was the chump in the front. He made sure that the TDE ship was never sinking. Drake has a better catalog right now. I would agree with that. Wizard's in here. Salute, Wizard. Salute. It's section. I haven't listened. I only said the albums I've listened to. I don't think I've listened to Section 80 in its entirety. I listened to all his most of his other albums in their entirety. SZA's now head of TDE. Is that true? Let's verify that statement. He was also affiliated with Roc Nation for management. I didn't know that. Maybe that's another reason why Jay-Z picked him for the Super Bowl. He knew he would be able to advance him on the stage, the biggest stage in the world, the Super Bowl, 100 million people watching. I mean, I think there's another football match in Europe or somewhere like that. I think maybe even the World Cup or something like that. Or there's another performance that has like 200 to 500 million people, but the Super Bowl has at least 100 million people. That's pretty goddamn good. I've been Ack Assassin for over 30 years, but you can tie it to Big Ack because we rock with him too. I don't think he's a PDF file for real. I think that's one of those clever ways of trying to say something without saying something calling somebody a PDF file. That is so clever. I think that's very good. You're saying something without saying something. Kendrick has the potential to be the greatest rapper of all time, but he has put in the work. Yeah, Kendrick is definitely one of the greatest. And I figured out which NBA player he is. He's Steph Curry. He's Steph Curry. No doubt, no question. Kendrick Lamar is Steph Curry. There's a basketball player for every rapper, I swear. Or almost every rapper. Almost every rapper has a basketball player attached to him. I'll give you examples. Michael Jordan is who? Jay-Z. Larry Bird is who? Eminem. Magic Johnson is who? Whom? No, Steph is corny. Oh, he's hating. He's hating hard. Wiz is hating hard. No, I'm talking about a matter of ability and precision and what's in their quiver. I say Magic Johnson is Ye. So who's Tupac is Bill Russell. I just figured that out too. Tupac is Bill Russell because he hardly gets in the top fives. He gets in like the top tens, maybe something like that. But like he should be at like number one. Really, he has 11 He had 11 championships. One with a player coach situation. He had all kinds of awards, rebounding, blocks. He had to put up with all kinds of racism in Boston and across the country when they were on the road. Yeah, I just think he's Bill Russell. Tupac is Bill Russell. Meta World Peace is ODB. You know what? That's pretty good. That's not bad. ODB and Meta World Peace. That's pretty good. Drizzy the GOAT, period. Drake is LeBron James. That's how I say it. Drake is LeBron James. No, because Kendrick isn't active enough. Steph never took seasons off. Ooh, that was a pretty good shot. That was a pretty good shot. He's never taken off time. I'm going over to 15 minutes because I like what we're doing here. We got a conversation going on here, so I'll go over the 15-minute rule, and maybe I'll do a half an hour or an hour, depending on the donations. That's another thing I have to put up there too. For the banner is my PayPal my Cash App information. Let me see what I can do. Okay, so all right, so that's just the ticker. All right. Okay. Dennis Rodman is Young Thug. Yeah. That's about right. That's right. I can see that. I can see that actually going down. Dennis Rodman is Young Thug. Yeah, that's pretty clear. I like that idea. So, it's pretty unbelievable. I loved Kendrick in the past, but when he disappeared after dropping Damn, it cut me. Also, he claimed to be the new Pop, but didn't want to speak for the people like Pop. Who was covering his government and corporate interests. That's all I can say. I mean, he was probably, doing some, and like this time period, he dropped off. He was still on TDE, was he not? Was he not still on TDE at this time? Pac is better than Kendrick on some levels. Pac is better just on his vocal approach, his storytelling, maybe his ability to tie different strands together. My favorite song by Tupac is Changes. It is so jam-packed with everything. It's first of all, it's got an upbeat. It's not like it's a downplay like boom, 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 boom. It's like doom, 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 doom. It's got an upbeat, so you can actually dance to it. And he's talking about Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? So that was taken from Shakespeare. That's Shakespearean. That's Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. That's Tupac. He had that training from his time at the Baltimore School for the Arts. So that was and then so many more. Talking about there's war in the streets and there's war in the Middle East. It's still going on right now. There's war in the streets and there's war in the Middle East. And this is what, 1995 when I think this was recorded, and didn't get released till 1998, I think, with the greatest hits album, the double album. Actually, I have that still in CD form. But no, he talks about, I know it seems heaven sent, but we ain't ready to see a black president. That's another thing. What happened with Barack Obama? We had a black president. Then he says, some fool that I roughed up way back, coming back after all these years. Rat tat 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 tat. That's the way it is. I mean, there's a myriad other ways. There's before that, he says, I'll go back in the story. He talks about how this kid, I made a G today, but you made it in a sleazy way. Selling crack to the kids. I got to get paid. Well, that's the way it is. That's fentanyl right now. That's the drug of choice right at this moment. So that song just is so monumental. He has a list of monumental songs. Brenda's Got a Baby, Dear Mama, Hit 'Em Up. So many different classics and monumental songs that it's just amazing. Yeah, Kendrick is product of the machine. Your vibes are cool, and you don't seem like you picked a side between Drake and Kendrick, which is great. And I'm very objective. I'm down the line. I respect both of their crafts. I respect both of their abilities. Pac will always be my favorite artist. But he didn't. That was AK Assassin or AK Assassin. Pac will always be my favorite artist, but he didn't sign off on a lot of those albums because he passed away. Yeah, facts. He had like what, 6 albums? I'm being sarcastic. I'm being superfluous. Being extra, I guess you can say. But he didn't have 6 albums after. He may have 3 or 4 albums after he died. Tupac the GOAT too. Machiavelli best Pac album. That might be. To be honest with you, I've only heard the singles. I don't think I've heard a whole Tupac album. I may have heard, in the greatest hits. But to be honest, just to tell you the truth, that's just being me. Pac has more bad songs than good because his people was money hungry. And he was broke. He was not having. He may have died with. I mean, this is a weird thing to say he's broke, but he may have died with like $500,000 or $100,000 or something like that, which is a lot of money. But not in the arena he was in. People were getting millions of dollars at that time. So he may not have had that as much money. His net worth may not have been that big. That greatest hits album was my first album as a child. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's what Wizard's saying. Wizard's saying that. But as a performer, Pac was he was for the women loved him. I want them to love me. They love Pac. That line, always comes up. He had the 6-pack. He had the bald head. He had the chisel features. Women loved him. He had that. Then he could talk to the thugs. He was talking to the thugs in the street that were banging and slanging. Then he was talking to the intellectual people, the revolutionaries and things like that. He was talking about how we need to get back to our roots. We need to get back to eating the right things and conveying the right messages in our songs. So that's the part of Pac, that gets it. Yeah, Pac was horrible with money, but Quincy was helping him with his worth. I didn't realize that. I know that would have been. They didn't get married yet. They were just fiance and they're just betrothed. They were just ready to be married. Khadija and Pac, and that would have been his father-in-law. And he had problems with Quincy. He said, he was laying down with white women. He was laying down with white women, and that was a problem for him. He didn't really recognize that, in all his years, he was like, oh, that's all Quincy, laying down with white women. But he said that he was like, Quincy Jones was like he was calling him, like, I think in a sense, a sellout in some circumstances. Allegedly, I may be wrong. MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice had more money than Pac. True facts. Vanilla Ice still has money off of Ice Ice Baby, I'm sure. Even though he had that stupid ting 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 to the ting ting on the production of it against Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. He still has money. He's pretty. I think he bankrolled it in certain investments. So that was pretty extraordinary. Quincy labor white women because he you meant loved. Quincy loved white women because he hated his black mother. His black mother who was condemned to a mental facility. Yes, facts. Pac should have kept his hands off Orlando Anderson. I don't remember the Orlando Anderson situation. Explain that, Bumbleclot. I know Vanilla Ice made good real estate investments in Florida. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, I told you. He made good investments. He took the money, from that one-hit wonder, and you have to give Vanilla Ice his credit, no matter how horrible of a rapper he really is. He's like the Sean Bradley, I think, NBA player. Sean Bradley was this huge center for the Sixers. I'm not sure if he played for any other teams, but I know I was actually in his midst and when I was like 5 or 6 years old at the Philadelphia Zoo. He was there with his family, and there was this nigger that was like, "Hey, everybody, look, it's Sean Bradley. It's Sean Bradley. Oh my God, look, everybody's Sean Bradley." He's just walking through the zoo with his family, his kids, and everything, his wife, and he's not trying to draw some, too many He's not trying to draw attention to himself or anything, even though he's like, what, 6'9", 7'1", something like that. It was crazy. But yeah. Oh yeah, she looked to you. You were right about Master P. He really had a mastermind. Yeah, Master P. Yeah, Master P. I already know he doesn't have the same bars as Jay-Z, and I don't claim that. Jay-Z is the greatest rapper. I would say that. Master P is my favorite rapper. That's the distinction. He's my favorite rapper because he had the blueprint. He had the biggest blueprint, I think. He started even before Birdman, and the other person before Master P may have been Uncle Luke and Jay Prince. Those are like the only two that I can think of. I could be wrong, but those, and maybe Eazy-E, Jay Prince and Uncle Luke of 2 Live Crew. So those are the only ones. Okay, Orlando Anderson blanked Pac after he killed him. I have no idea. That's alleged. That's Bumbleclot. That's not me. I have no idea what happened with that. Oh yeah. Salute to you. You were right about Master. Yeah, Jay-Z was afraid to do the same. He put up his own capital for marketing. Yeah, he had $10,000. He had $10,000. And he morphed that into a multi-$100-million corporation or company, whatever. I don't know if it's exactly a corporation, but a multi-$100 million. I think No Limit is worth like $600 or $800 million. And if I'm not mistaken, I haven't heard anybody, Mystical, Big Mama, anybody say anything against Master P. I could be wrong. You could point out maybe they had to sit down with DJ Envy, not DJ Envy, DJ Vlad. God, that was a slip. That was a slip. But DJ Vlad, and see if they could possibly work that out, because I haven't heard anything about it. And Snoop always praises Master P. I know Snoop's a pariah right now because he played for 47, and but he always said, when I got to the studio, they gave me $1,500. They gave me $1,500 a song, something like that. And then when he got with Master P, he got $15,000 a song. So he was like, "Whoa, what is this?" Like, he was doing the damn thing. Wizard says Dame wanted to follow the Master P blueprint. Yes, facts. It was people that Wizard continues. It was people that were unhappy and that wasn't paid on No Limit. Okay, I was wrong, so I'll take that back. So okay, so who was it? Was it Mystical? Was it Silk the Shocker? Was it Mia X? Hey, Jax Addicts, what's going on? Salute, Jax Addicts. Hi. Make sure you tell somebody about me. Make sure you tell them to subscribe. You see the scroll. You see the ticker. That's just a text. I might have to change that and make it static. I'm trying to figure out how to make that static. Snoop No Limit albums were garbage. Yeah. I mean, he had some. I mean, when he's on the singles was, for my niggas, all right, for my niggas, touch the mother niggas, cause I'm down for my niggas. Like that. When he had that verse, that was pretty dope. But I don't think what albums did he have on No Limit? I can't even remember, but yeah. TDE though, TDE, going down in flames. It looks like the rise and fall of TDE. They don't have their their flagship player. They don't have their MVP, their star anymore. And he knew it's 2022, 2 years to 3 years ago. It's gonna be 3 years in the next few months. He's the TDE. Moosa's in some mess. It's Mesa. Moosa is Mesa, because it all follows him. He's the CEO. He's the CEO. Wizard says Snoop didn't find his way to the hits until he linked with Pharrell. Ooh, I think that might be correct. I mean, Drop It Like It's Hot, Beautiful, Vato, From the Church to the Palace is probably my favorite Snoop Dogg song. I just love that beat. I love this flow on it. It's great. Ask Bill Gates. Yeah, I know the homie Snoop. Like, that was dope. I like that. All right, that's what Wizard said. Wizard continues. Wizard's on a tear. Everyone need to leave TDE. Yeah, but I thought, wait a minute, is SZA on TDE? I will look that up. That's one thing. I mean, I'll do part of the TDE. And Punch. Who is Punch? Anthony Top Dog Tiffith or Moosa. They call him Top Dog or Moosa. Is the chief. He's a CEO. His father. His father was Anthony Top Dog Tiffith. He's Anthony Moosa Tiffith. That's where the junior came in. Okay, I understand now. Okay, and Terrence Punch Henderson were the presidents of the label, or are the current presidents of the label, huh? SZA, Doechii. I just found out about Doechii last year. J Rock, Absol, and Schoolboy Q. So they're still within the mist. They're still in the eye of the storm. That's wild. SZA should get her own deal with Warner Brother for $30 million, at least $30 million. I'll push for $100 million. Her songwriting, those songs that she written, they definitely constitute something. At least $100 million, at least $100 million. They topped the U.S. Billboard charts. The album earned 4 Grammy nominations for Control in 2017 and became the second longest charting R&B album by a female artist on the U.S. Billboard 200. And if I see it, let me see the credits, track listing. So, she's got extra writers. She's not the only one. But let me see. Solanya, is that it? Solanya Rowe, SZA. Yeah, she's on every song, at least. She has other writers that were introduced, but every song that's on her album is written by her. J Rock was TD's first artist. I only know one J Rock song, and I don't even know what the title of it is. I always remember the video. He's going through the hood. He sees there's this big fish tank and there's a big screen TV. What is that song called? Y'all have to tell me. We need a Diddy. No, she has. Yeah. That's what I said. I said she has writers. I was saying she has other writers, but every song that she's on, she has written for as well. That's what I was saying. She has other writers though. We need a Diddy comeback album. I think we need a Diddy go away album. You got to start taking notes on these artists. SZA has writers. I know I acknowledge she has writers, but I'm saying every song that she's on, she wrote part of it, at least a piece of it, whatever the case may be. I'm taking notes, sir. Trust me. I just opened up the Wikipedia, and it's got the writers, and it shows every song. Row your boat. Everything's got row on it. So she's definitely a writer. And like I said, that would constitute at least 100 million. I would say it's all in the writing, it's all in the publishing, and the masters. If she owns her masters, she's definitely getting $100 million. You said she was a good writer in the beginning of your statement. Yeah, she's a good writer. Yeah, she writes. She writes. Yeah, she is a good writer. I still say it. Wizard's saying this, by the way. She's a good writer. She has other writers, but she's still a good writer. I would say. So, TDE going down in flames. Looks like it to me. TDE seems controlling. Yes, in a business front, they're talking about how it was both like a business exchange that went sour and a physical, not sexual kind of exchange that was totally inappropriate. TDE shows that they had some kind of misunderstanding, throughout, and the Jane Doe and the Jane Roe are both coming out and speaking about it. It's a different Roe. This is ROE, not ROWE, with SZA. But yeah. So this is really just an unraveling, and again, this is the rise and fall of TDE. I'm saying with with TDE, it definitely is a shame, because I mean, is it true that every empire must fall, or at least be diminished? I mean, we look at Rockefeller, look at Murder Inc., look at Rough Riders, look at Bad Boy, look at all these, all these labels. No Limit, in a sense, I think No Limit's like bounced back or being rejiggered. Master P rejiggered it into a different space. But yeah, they all ASAP Mob, TDE now. I mean, Doechii is, am I saying that right? Doechii, yeah, is dope as hell. She need a big label behind this. Wizard talking, by the way, behind her. She had major hits that fell flat because they didn't have that big marketing behind them. Wow, Doechii got the talent to be bigger than SZA. I'm talking Kendrick level. Okay. Talking Kendrick level. Wow. We shall see. She made a splash last year. Definitely with her she's 10 years younger than me, but she's of age. Gotta make that a point. She's 26. I'm 36. She'll be 27 in August. I'll be 37 in August. Excuse me, in June. I'm talking about her. I'll be 37 in June. So she's still on Top Dog. What's her role? What's she doing? Is she looking at? I know she knows what the news is. I know she knows what the reports are. There will never be a big block label. A big black or a big block? Is it? It's a big black label. Well, they weren't they? Weren't they already a big black label? TDE. They were pretty much strong for over a decade, thanks to people like Schoolboy Q and, of course, Kendrick Lamar. But with these allegations, it doesn't look like they're gonna go that far. Doechii has good videos, stage presence, and she's a lyricist, and she makes great pop records. That sounds about right. That does sound about right. That sounds about right. She was big on TikTok, so you know that's something. You know, when you make it on TikTok, that means you really made it in life. Bigger than YouTube, I think. Even Schoolboy Q fell off. Well, he didn't really fall off. We have to remember he made Blue Lips last year, I think it was. Yeah, Blue Lips was it was released last year. Blue Lips. That was a classic. That was a very good album. It was an excellent album. Very good album. It was very strong. Have to give that to Schoolboy Q. So I have to disagree with you, saying that he fell off. Wizard said his last big hit was that part with Ye. No, his last big hit was his album Blue Lips. that was a classic album. Definitely a classic. I had that in my my Tidal. I think I had it on Tidal rather than even put it on Apple Music. But yeah. His last album was mid, no major hits. I enjoyed some of the records on Blue Lips. Yeah. Blue Lips was his last album was mid. Blue Lips was his last album. What are you talking about? It was released last year, March 1st, almost a year ago. But I thank you for riding with me, Wizard. Appreciate it. Even when we disagree. Let me see. I'm looking at a few things now. I gotta get off of this. I'm going down a hole. You ever go down you can go down a Twitter hole, a YouTube hole, a Wikipedia hole. It's crazy. You just keep getting links. You just hitting the links, or the hyperlinks. Okay, here we go. Wizard says it was good for hip hop, but not pop culture. I can agree with that. And pop culture is where the money at. Facts. Now, I can agree with that. See, I know what you're saying. You're saying that, rap world, hip hop world, they can embrace that. They can love that particular album, but it didn't really hit the mainstream, and the mainstream is where the money is. I can understand that. I understand that. I don't know what you mean, Wizard. I agree with you. Now Wizard says they're not making TikToks to Blue Lips. Exactly. Yes, facts. Facts. There are no TikToks for Blue Lips. Maybe when he had, the single White Walls with Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. What was the one? Was it? Hold on, let me see, bro. What was the song that was like? I can't remember what. I can only remember the tune, but I can't remember any of the words. Let me see. Singles. Oh, that was one of my cuts. Hands on the Wheel. That was from one of my favorite performances by a chick. I can't even remember her name, but she had a cover of Collard. That's the other song I'm going to sing. But she had the cover of Kid Cudi's song Pursuit of Happiness. I think her name is Lenny, something like that, or Jenny, something different. Wizard says, yeah. Wizard says, yeah, he need to go back to making his schoolboy got comfortable that kills creativity. It absolutely does. You got to be challenged. The reason why I'm on this stream is because of I was challenged, and I was not comfy. I'm still not comfortable until I have 100 million subscribers, and or 100 or maybe 1 billion subscribers. Then I'll be comfortable. Yeah, and brand new guy with ASAP Rocky was doing. Yeah, but yeah, collard greens though. That was the song I was trying to remember, not broccoli, but collard greens. That was the cut. That was the cut. 3 certified platinum times 3. He's got man of the year, certified platinum times 3. 3 times platinum studio. 2 times platinum that part. That's what the you were talking about. Yeah, that was 2016. Num Juice platinum. Floating platinum. That was 2019, but that seems like a while ago. Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. He kind of fell off, but he's got money. He's good. He's got money because he went platinum at least, multiple times platinum, and went gold a few times. So he can have an album just for hip hop, not for the mainstream. He's got enough money for it. Wizard says wait a minute, what's that? Q number 3 on TDE. The women are the top 2 on TDE. Yeah, SZA and Doechii, I guess it would be. Yeah, the females. Ironically, you would think it would be like that. You would think it would a male would be the dominant source on that label. Technically, he is a CEO, Mr. A charge and SA charge and bad business dealing charge. I'm not gonna say his name, I don't think anymore. You get the picture. I'll just say his nickname, Moosa. And that's all alleged, by the way. All that has been alleged. Q might not come back because he no longer has that hunger. Ooh. He may not have that hunger. That's pretty cold. But it seems like it's the truth. That's usually what happens. People lose, their idealism. They lose their consistency. That's one of the reasons why I say Jay-Z is the hip hop's Michael Jordan. He said it himself, but he knew he was, because Jay-Z had a hot album. If it weren't like the best, if it weren't like a masterpiece, it was still hot. For 8 summers, from 1996 to 2003, that is amazing. He didn't have one. He didn't, slack off. I'm gonna be off this year. Everyone has done that. I don't think anyone has ever done what he did. And when he left and he came back with the 4-5 with Kingdom Come, which was trash for the most part. It's a Jay-Z album, so it's still pretty good. But just on standards level, not that great. I'm kind of Wizard says I'm kind of ready for TDE to be over, to be honest. Wizard said, will they sell TDE? Probably, most likely. They probably have to rebrand, create a whole different structure, get Moosa the hell out of the way. Probably get him, off the label. He'll probably be tossed like a Caesar salad. I can see that coming. That's no alleged. That's just what happens. He's probably going to have to step down. I'm sure, Punch is probably going to be next in line. He's going to send. Wizard says Kendrick had a lot of people's hands in his pockets when he was with TDE, from Dre to Jimmy. I can kind of see that. I see that. So, Kendrick wasn't signed to Aftermath or Interscope, but the deals he had, is that what you're trying to say, Wizard? The deals he had were with Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre? Is that what you're trying to say? Because he definitely had a relationship with Dre. I'm pretty sure he still does. And Jimmy has obviously a relationship with Dr. Dre as well. Yeah, the deals. Okay, the deals. I was wondering. I'm like, I know he wasn't signed to him, but they must have had deals together. Okay, good to go. I understand. My slow mind, a dumbass, comprehending something. That's a major achievement. So this has been a fruitful occasion so far. We got about 9 minutes left. I'm doing an hour show. Let me see. Kendrick got an artist on his new label, PG Lang. Yeah, who is that artist? That's what I want to know. I mean, while you're about to say it, I'll look it up. I don't have a problem. Some things I'll just look up. PG Lang. That I can't even find it. I can't even find it. It just has singles. I can't see it. So anyway, Kendrick got an artist on his new. Okay, you just said that. All right. So with the amount of people that are involved in this, I mean, it's just it's like it's really just how in the world? Why are you even emoting like this? This is all emotions. There's no reason involved. It's all emotion. I've been guilty of emotion myself, not on this level. But I've been guilty of putting emotion for a reason. But when you're in a business setting, when you're in an advanced, sophisticated level of uh, projecting yourself in your projects as well, projecting your projects. That's funny. But projecting your label and everything that you have to be tip top, and that's not a pun on Top Dog, but you have to be at the highest levels to meet that level. You have to be there. You have to be present at all times. And you can't, fall back. Who is this? Tana Leone. Okay, I'm gonna look up Tana Leone. Okay, so it's a guy. I thought it was a chick. Okay. His name is Tana Leone. He's on PG Lang. Started 4 years ago. Founders, Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free. Dave Free. Okay, I'm looking at him right now. Oh, he's former. He's former. He's no longer on there. He's and they're jointly. He's jointly with Kendrick Lamar signed to Interscope. I didn't know that. I thought. Okay, so that's the umbrella. So it's Interscope, UMG, okay, and PG Lang, okay, and Baby Keem. I never heard of Baby Keem. I think maybe I heard a few songs from Baby Keem, but I don't remember. It seems like a name that I remember. That's Wizard. That's his name. He okay. Yeah. Oh, he left. Yeah, he left. Yeah. Yeah, he left. He left in 2023. He was active for 2022 to 2023. But Baby Keem is still alive on the album. He's still alive as an artist. Oh, that's his cousin, Baby Keem. Okay, got you. Bring it on the family, make it a family affair. But I still wonder. I'm still picturing in my mind, what did Kendrick Lamar know? What did he know? What did he see? What did he hear? Maybe I shouldn't have seen that. Or, ooh, I shouldn't be hearing this. Let me get out of here. Let me get off of this label because y'all niggas is wilding. Like, what was his whole impetus for leaving Top Dog? I know he probably had a statement. He said, I've been with this label for over, whatever amount of years, but I think it's better for me to move on and complete my artistry elsewhere as the owner of my own as my own label. And you can't fault him for that. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. You gotta have your own. I mean, like I said, there's the big three. There's Warner Brothers, Sony, and Universal Music Group. Those are the only ones. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no black-owned nothing. Nobody, you can say Epic Records, you can say Motown, you can say all this. Nope, sorry, not really. You're under three umbrellas. You're either under UMG, you're either Warner Brothers, or you're under Sony. That's it. And you can claim all this stuff. Oh yeah, we making money over here. You're under UMG. You're under Warner Brothers. You're under Sony. You don't own anything. You don't even own your publishing. You don't even own your masters. What are you talking about? Yeah, we get money over here. Yeah. That's cute. You're getting money to pay for all your studio time, all your videos, all your not to say airplay because that's payola, but for your shows to be on different radio and TV, websites, I should say, more so than TV shows, but it extends with TV shows still too, because TV shows is still alive, still thriving. All right, Wizard is riding with me. He's a regular day one. I think Kendrick just left because he didn't have freedom. Ooh, okay. And he won his own. All of the artists he up against got their own label. Drake and Cole and even Tyler. Exactly. Tyler's my favorite rapper. Let me say that right now. Tyler's been my favorite rapper for the past maybe a decade. He's been my favorite rapper. Second would be maybe J. Cole. Third, maybe Kendrick. So it goes Kendrick, J. Cole, Tyler. Because Tyler he's like that guy that really loves this thing. And that you can have people that just, I'm just doing this for the cake. I'm just doing this for the dollars. And that's good. Cool. Great. But don't expect, any, awards or rewards coming your way or criticism that puts you in a higher echelon. You're not going to be in that space. You're not going to achieve that. So, Black people never had their own distribution or marketing labels or publishing. Facts. Wizard just said that. Wizard said this too. Tyler always had his own before the others. Exactly. He knew because he got down with that white boy. I can't remember his name, but he was. I think his name Chester. I could be wrong. I can't remember his name, but he got down and he's like, we're gonna make our future. I'm gonna make this a collective. We're gonna disband in a few years, but I'm gonna be active and I'm gonna still put people on and do my own thing and make this artistry. Like I would say Ye would be my all-time favorite rapper. Just overall. Besides Master P, but because I could relate to him so much. I could relate to the fact that he dropped out of college. I dropped out of college, but later on, like he dropped out of college years before I did. Like, and then by the time I was up to go to college, I was like, you know what, this isn't for me, so I dropped out. But in the family music, and then the whole wanting the better lifestyle, and making this complete art, like everything from the production design, the way the albums were, back then. I'm sitting in my rocker. Yeah, back then when we had CDs and everything. Yeah, that's how we had it. And we had they had the credits. You could read the credits on the piece of paper, not online. Like that's how far I go back. So but Tyler reminds me of Ye in a lot of ways. He reminds me of Ye. He has a whole viewpoint of how he wants his projections to be. So I appreciate that. More talent came from Tyler label than Cash Money when you think about it. Yes, facts. I would say so. Because what was Cash Money? That was Young Turk, BG, Juvie, Wayne, Baby himself. They didn't have any female artists. They had the female artists later. But we'll see. Hey, look, it's been an hour. I appreciate, especially Wizard. Thank you for all your input. Thank you for everybody else that came in. Let me see who else came in. Wizard's been going off on a tear, man. I appreciate that. Jack's Edit, Bumbleclot, of course. Texas, Ack Assassin, thank you for subscribing. Tell somebody else to subscribe. So I appreciate everybody that came through. And I will see you sometime maybe later today. Probably within the next hour, maybe. I might do another hour show. But this has been fun. Appreciate it. Take care.